Robbery. Little did he know as you ran away. The cashier after was stashed in place. Oh, poor string mean as you heard him say.
Paul Smith always makes me feel like
hopping. You know
what I mean? Bouncing around.
From the rest of his
Tapping my foot.
Oh, life can change when the tap of you move. Oh, some things are important, others are. Oh, I don't care if you work at a church. I don't care if you pray yourself. The things you do me after one day. Long when the ghost of life just lays. Oh, poor string bean as you heard him sing. Oh, yeah, time to pull the wig down. Now I'm Bart from the rest of his life.
Microphone chip.
It don't take long, change many a thing. Like the way they whisper and the way they stare. The way you're an outcast, none but time to spare. Oh, poor string bean as you heard him sing. Oh, yeah, time to pull the wig down. Now I'm Bart from the rest of his life. And you kill string bean in a robbery.
Kill string bean in a raw marine?
Robbery.
That makes more sense.
String Bean was a banjoist on Grand Ole Opry stage.
You're making that up.
No, I'm not. It's pretty hilarious stuff.
String bean. Yeah, I know string bean.
I don't want your pity. I don't want your grace. On a long day, just when I think I found my happy place, I get snapped back and everything aches. I thought things were looking better, but then the weather took a spin and I'm face down in the mud without my shit.
6 o'clock, Ed.
Yep, just waiting. Just waiting for
For the fade away.
Well, you know.
It's not gonna fade away. That's Hollis Smith, the old fade away.
Got to fade away. Got to fade away. Gotta fade away.
Some things will come so easy. Others it's a war. Do you take the natural or the disasters? And that what adventure's for. I don't want your pity. I don't want your grace. On the long day, just when I think I found my happy place, I get snapped back and everything aches. To learn from mistakes and grow a new face while you put on your old dirty clothes.
Hey Cole,
what?
We're gonna go live in 30 seconds, okay?
It's 6:01. It says right there on the computer.
I know, but this song's got 28 seconds left.
28 seconds, and then we're gonna be live.
Yep.
Okay, so we won't start talking till this song's over.
That is correct.
Saying?
No one will hear a word we say.
Okay.
For
I'm
another
gonna do my vocal warm up then, if you don't mind.
13 seconds.
Hoo-law! Hoo-law! Cranberry relish! Cranberry relish. The tall Teutonic tutors tattle on their teenagers. Teenagers. We live yet? Oh, hey, we're live.
Howdy,
all right.
folks.
I'm warmed up.
Big Ed Burnham here from Big Ed Burnham's Bubble Burning Garden.
Cole Screaming Eagle Wilson from Cole Screaming Eagle Wilson's newly discovered apparent allergy to certain type of alcohols that makes him get stuffed up.
Oh.
It's another one of them concept restaurants I'm starting up. That's the whole title.
Oh.
Still going. What happened?
I forgot to.
What?
There's a problem with my hat.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? You know, every time. Ed
Sorry,
says,
folks. This is the wrong hat.
No, okay. You know, Ed says, "Hey, Cole, you got to wear some kind of logo decaled embroidered hat so that we match." He said something about fashion feng shui, what the hell that is. And so finally, you know, I've ain't been to see Monique in over a month now, so my hair's a wild mess. Mm-hmm. So I said, "Hey, I'm gonna wear a hat." And I show up and he's got this joke on.
Yep.
I think he's going to put cheese dip in it, and he's going to put little whatchamacallit chips here. We're going to have ourselves a Super Bowl party.
No, I had jazz practice earlier today, and I forgot to take this forgot to take this hat
You
off.
keep practicing, Ed.
I'm playing the jazz mouth saxophone.
They'll take your word for it. You don't need to demonstrate or nothing.
I successfully graduated from the jazz mouth trumpet course. So yeah,
Was that the saxophone or the trumpet?
that was the trumpet. I should get a proper hat on if we're going to do this.
Where are your proper?
They're all in the fridge there.
Oh, hey, yeah. You want one ice cold, or you want one from the ice box? Or from
I would just like a proper hat to start this thing off. Hi, that one black guy. Hi, DeeDee Murray. Thanks for the host, DeeDee. Thanks for the host, Goldie.
Hey, we're gonna match. We're gonna be match these today.
All right.
There you go. You got your Oregon hat.
This
there.
might be my most sweat stained hat.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the other stains I have on other hats. Howdy, folks. Big Ed Burnham here from Big Ed Burnham's Bobble Barn and Garden. I already said that, but I was wearing my stupid jazz hat.
Cole Screaming Eagle Wilson here from Cole Screaming Eagle Wilson's appropriate hat that I got in Rockaway, called Rockaway Beach now, which is a joke.
Is it Rockaway or Rockaway?
It was and always has been and always will be Rockaway. My great grandma Wilson, she was on the city council when they railroaded through that Rockaway Beach thing, and she did everything she could to keep it from going through, but it didn't go through. Anyway, I'm in Rockaway, you know, the municipality called Rockaway, and I went into Flamingo Gyms. You ever been to Flamingo Gyms?
Need your
no,
camera
listen,
for this?
I ain't making a point. I'm just telling a story here, and I had choice between this hat, another one I didn't quite like. I got a pair of lighthouse socks. You know how I like lighthouses.
Yeah.
And I went ahead and passed on the very clever shirt that said Occupy Wall Street. And it had a cephalopod, you know, crushing some bankers and stuff. And I said, that's a clever one. But I only had, this hat was $20, so I didn't have enough money for both. So. Release
the Kraken of Bitcoin. I think there's a software app, Kraken, or there's a Bitcoin exchange called Kraken. That's a long walk for a dumb joke.
Yeah, that's a good joke there. All right, moving on.
So we're drinking Hamm. I know it's old-fashioned Thursday night, and you know we don't have any whiskey here, so we're not making old-fashioned, but we're drinking Hamms, which Cole and I both came to the realization at the same time. Hamm's just tastes like a camping trip.
It does. Or you're fishing. You know, you're getting out.
Or fishing.
Like you say, Ed says, hey, it tastes like Grandpa came back off of his fishing boat and left his beers in the sun, and you know, you all went over there and snuck one, and hey, that's good drinking.
First time I ever got drunk was actually I'm about to tell a lie because I told about the first time I got drunk on Mad Dog 2020. I was a junior in high school. I got drunk after school, and then my friend Rick woke me up and wanted to know if I wanted to go see Amy Grant in concert. I'm not lying, but soon after that, I got drunk a second time off of stolen PBR
at
from
the
a guy.
Amy Grant show, because that's the only way you can make it.
I did not make it to Amy Grant because you know me, when I get drunk and I just want to take a nap. It's just I'm done till tomorrow.
No better place for a nap than an Amy Grant show.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, the second time I got drunk was Virgil. I'm pretty sure he's dead, and I'm pretty sure none of his relatives are watching, but I can't remember if it's Virgil Chandler or Virgil Caudle.
Caudle.
Because I think both
Caudle's
of them.
Funnier.
But went on a fishing trip and came back, and we was just like, hey, he didn't.
And you're like, hey, Virgil, did you coddle anything?
He was like, he didn't take anything out of his little cooler from the back of his pickup truck. So, you know, we did the thing where you steal beer, but you leave just enough so that like he comes back in the morning and he's like, oh, I didn't know I drank that much. But he's not suspicious in any way. That was the second time I got drunk.
Perfect crime.
I don't remember the third time I got drunk because at that point the alcohol had its fangs in me, and it's just been a blur since. Not really.
You're not sure how you got here tonight, are you?
I'm not. Well, I've been sitting here all day because you know the day job. Y'all look fetching today. Well, thanks.
Oh, indeed we did.
I'm wearing. It's actually.
Yeah, what do you got your
70
scarf
degrees,
on for?
and I'm wearing a scarf.
Day of the year.
I'm just wanting to hide the fact that I'm wearing a red shirt.
Oh,
red
yeah.
T-shirt.
Put that scarf back over.
I gotta, I don't want to blow out the camera. Well, thank you, Goldie. By the way, Goldie, I watched your stream earlier today, and you were looking quite fetching yourself with your aviator glasses and your winged flight through the inner space of Aspire's gaming scape. I was gonna try and stretch that into about like a 3-minute bit, but I just realized
You want me to take over?
I don't have a steam. Sure,
I can go at least 3 minutes.
all right.
First, tell me what's Wire Spring Gaming's
Aspire Media. They released it. They didn't release the game today.
I
They
need
just
some more
put it on
background here. What kind of game is it?
It's just a sort of a free-form game of discovery and flight. I don't know why I said flight. Goldie is a hottie. What can I say? Hi, J-Man. I agree. Just going to go check over. You know, folks, this is something that
Hey, there ain't nobody on
never
Facebook.
happened before. There is nobody
It says one
on Facebook.
one thumb.
Somebody liked us. Somebody liked the fact that we're live, but they didn't bother to come on the stream. So let's talk about Facebook. Let's talk about it.
Is Facebook, so is Facebook on the outs? Is it, because I know the baby boomers are still, propping it up, keeping it going.
Yep.
Do any of the younger people use it anymore? Or they all cleanse themselves?
Well,
on
it's Instagram, Snapchat. Those
Goldilocks
those are
and
some
or
of
the bear. She takes the
Oh,
prize.
I think this might be the first time
Handmade
Goldie's
spinner.
on the scoreboard for catching the spinning ham.
Yeah, she gets thrice the points.
Correct me if
because
I'm
she's
wrong, Goldie. It might be the second time, but it's striking me as that this is the first time that you have caught us with our ham down around our pan. I'm sorry, with our spinning ham. I was thinking about something else. Mic check. No, there's really no reason to use Facebook, unless there's just not. And I'm going to go back over and check, and this is going to be where 10 people suddenly joined us on Facebook, but it's not. Hey Bryce, how are you?
Bryce has not checked in a while. Well,
Bryce,
back.
did you change your name on Mixer? Because I used to think it was Bryce something else.
It's Bryce 3 right there. There's 3 right there.
Yeah, but I thought it was thought it was like a longer name or something. Facebook is dead. Facebook is great if you don't have anything. I'm gonna crap on it, and then my aunts are gonna. Oh, Randy Nickers just joined us.
Hey, that's reason enough for Facebook. Randy, thank you for joining us on Facebook.
We were not shit talking Facebook in any way as a platform for anything. We were not talking
feel
about
free
it
to, Randy.
anyway. But Randy, I know
Bryce the Raccoon used to be his nom de plume.
that I recall that. So it's Thursday night, and we're a week late on something that we were going to talk about.
What were we going to talk?
Well, I was going to talk last week, and I should have done it on the book club maybe. It's this past weekend was the 35th annual Cowboy Poetry Gathering over in.
You didn't tell me. I didn't know anything about this.
Well, Elko, Nevada, I think is the name of the place. I'm going to come over here, and we're just going to go. Oh, I want it the other way.
You crushing it. There we go. Hey, get
Bam.
close.
Oh, no.
Hey,
Yep.
try again there.
Bam.
Hey,
Get that off
man,
there.
look at
There we go.
that. Technology.
Ranchers and seekers of the mythic West travel each year to a small Nevada city to practice a tradition born of labor and regional identity. It's basically cowboys, ranchers, farm hands, their wives, their families.
Having a poetry slam.
Basically having sort of a poetry slam. It's not really a slam. It's more of a poetry slide.
I went to one of them poetry slams, but it was all fishermen in Astoria. They have it's like a whole weekend, and they go to all different bars. And there are people in there just, soliloquizing. They're rhyming and not rhyming, and they got different meters going on. And they're, they're using metaphor and analogy, simile too, a few of those. It was good show. A couple of good shows.
But it was this past weekend. They've already got the information up for next year's poetry thing. But folks, if you know me, I just don't have the constitution to be a cowboy or a rancher. I'm more the guy that stays back in the kitchen and makes the crudité and the canapé for when the cowboys come back in.
There's a poem right there. That rhymes.
Crudité and canapé.
Crudité, canapé, and then you're like can of paint.
Yep.
And then you snap your fingers and you walk off stage. And people say, "Hey, look at that slab. Hey, how come that cowboy poet's holding a banana?"
I think that's a microphone or a rolled up. I think that's a rolled up scroll because
it's a peeled banana.
All cowboy poetry has to be written on a scroll parchment.
No. It's vellum.
Oh,
it's skin of an animal. You know what I mean?
Anyway. I found this. I knew this thing was a thing. I knew that
things often.
I knew
are.
this thing was a thing, as things often are, things. But I didn't realize it was this early in the year until I saw the New York Times article in today's style section. Actually, last Thursday's style section because as I said, we're a week late on this, and. Should I just run one of these? Because I kind of like to.
Yeah, let's fire it up.
Let me get my professional mixing hand back here. I don't know how. I should have probably done a thing. This is
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yep.
Right. Chunky. Mike's working.
He's staring at me with his old weepy eye, and I know he's wondering why. It's me that caught him today. Doesn't know his friend's gone away. He was my daddy's, born on this place, used to big country, wide open space. He learned to be a cow horse while young, and sometimes Dad got his bell rung. That's the way with the good ones. They're smart, loaded with lots of bottom, big heart. Daddy kept him. Chose him till the end, knew he was riding on a friend. They shared so many long miles and days, grew accustomed to each other's ways. Dad's gone now, but I'll keep my promised word. Let this old boy run outside with the herd. I can feel tears on my cheek as I let him go. But Dad's watching and smiling. I know.
Yeah, I think
poems about dead horses, folks.
I think Randy Nicker's got it. Because that's a sad little story she's got there. But out there on the range in the wilderness, you use the whole buffalo, so they ate that horse.
Yeah,
right.
And, more than likely.
And Randy Nicker says, "I saw a fish I saw, and then I had some fishy swallow." Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, that's a good poem.
That is a good poem.
Most of these poems are pretty sad.
Sad life is a cowboy's life. You know what I mean? You're on your own. You got nothing out there but your dead dad and your dying horse, and then you're hungry, and you got a terrible decision to make. So it's it doesn't breed the most lively, effervescent art, but it's got soul and depth.
I'm going to have Shedbot drop that link to the New York Times article because. There's 10 poems, and it'll take you about 15 minutes to see them all, and it's good stuff. I've never been to Elko, Nevada. I don't know if it's the same small town every year or not.
Elko? It changes its name every year.
No, the location of the thing might change its place every year. I just put the thing. It's what have you number 41. This is the 41st time we've done one of these things. I still don't know what these things are, but we keep doing them.
Yeah, join the club of the most of us.
It's I don't know what this thing is, even though we've done it 41 times. I was over on Snoop Dogg's mixer thing, and I don't think they know what that thing is yet either.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to find out anytime soon.
Of course, if Snoop Dogg suddenly were to host us and bring over I think it was 1,140 people who were watching it, I wouldn't complain.
I would, a little bit.
Well, yeah. We'd have to give him something. I'm not sure. He might be smoking the ganja live on Mixer, which I think might be a violation of the terms of service. I'm just saying.
I think it was weed.
I'm not going to police it. You think it was weed? What's the difference between ganja and weed?
Well, they're spelled and pronounced
about $35?
I don't know.
I don't know why $35 would have been the answer to that.
What's on your list, Ed? What's on your list today? You'll find it at Ed
June
Burnham's.
8th. Oh, yeah, June 8th.
We'll help you through your busy stream.
Got a little
All
thing
those
coming up
who
June
hear-
8th. It's our 5-year
Northwest.
anniversary stream, June 8th, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Cole and I will be out here for
Playing.
breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a
And-
celebratory toast.
Bocce ball. We're playing
Bocce.
lawn
You don't have to
bowling.
say ball. It's just bocce.
Bocce ball. We're lawn bowling.
In fact, it's
We're not
classier.
gonna-
It's classier if
Well,
you just say
we're not going to use
bocce.
a bocce pin or a bocce brick. It's a ball. People need to understand that we're bowling. We're rolling bowls
Yep.
out in the yard.
We're also gonna have words.
We're going to lose our purse capacity.
Words.
It's always in the last place you look. That's Homer Simpson.
We're gonna have the grill cam on the back porch.
Hey, I like that. We're using your phone.
Yep. Well, I think I'm going to pick up some. I think I'm going to start going to the pawn shops and see if I can pick up some unlocked iPhones that
I told
people
you
have
my
either stolen or
Drunken Irish buddy's got a whole drawer full of them.
Patrick.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll go steal them from him.
No, my drunken Irish buddy, Abdullah. Of course, it's Patrick. They're all named Patrick. At least this one is.
I used to work with juvenile delinquents, and there was a kid named Abdullah. And for some reason, I thought I could just call him Abdul, and he got really angry with me.
Well, that ain't his name.
In the middle, yeah, I
What
know.
if
In
your
the
name-
middle,
you're
in the
Ed?
middle of about 60 other juvenile delinquents.
Yeah. What if we just called you Ed?
Yep.
I'm gonna call you Ed for the rest of this here, whatever this is. Ed.
Kid was unhinged. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, because he kept leaving half of his name off.
So our 5-year anniversary stream is June 8th. You can also get more information about that. Actually, there's no more information about it yet, but folks, if you want to call the Barnum hotline, it's 971-242-4035. You can leave us a message there if you
That
want
is
to.
a real number, and you can really.
It is a
call
real
and
number.
Really leave a message.
But it's not going to ring through at the moment because the phone that it would ring through to is, I'm staring into its lens right now. So you'd have to leave a message if you call. Now, actually, you'd have to leave a message if you call anyway, because I'm not stupid enough to put out a phone number on social media or anything like that, and then actually have it ring through to the telephone. I mean, again, I'm not going to do that again.
I was going to say that's a bar you didn't clear the first time.
And all I know is that guy. I did not need 9 cubic yards of concrete, but I answered the phone and he delivered it.
Wait, like.
No,
Like
some guy.
premix?
No,
or like concrete chunks.
No. Pulling it up, dumping 9 cubic yards of fresh concrete right on my front porch. He was like, "You paid for it. You gonna get it?"
Yeah.
Randy Knickers, we're drinking Hamms, which you missed it. Cole and I have agreed that it tastes like. It has the bouquet
of the smoky outdoors
of a camping trip,
Yeah.
but all the taste of a fishing trip.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm out, by the way.
Hold on.
So yeah, 971-242-4035. Call and leave a message. We actually somebody watching left us a message once, and then I forgot to actually do anything with it.
You got to play it on the stream, man. That's the deal. Hey, y'all call up and you leave a message, and it ain't profane or long or defamatory.
Well, it
And
can be.
And you ain't. Well, hold on. Yeah, it can be whatever you want, but if it meets these tight regulations, you ain't hurting nobody's feelings. You don't have a Canadian accent, and you think I can't tell, but I can tell. And your name ain't George, and I my thing with George is.
If your name's George, you just go straight to hell.
Or just don't tell us what your
There's
name
probably
is.
some guy named George who just tuned in right now, and he's like, "Oh, I want to give these guys some money."
Mm-hmm.
What?
Hey,
I
speaking
can
of which,
go straight to hell. Well,
Didn't somebody give us some money? We got to
somebody
give them
did
their shout out. Don't we?
Well, we're not giving them a shout out
Why
until
not?
they actually give us the message that they want us to read on the shout out. They are watching now.
Oh, I thought we were just going to say, "Hey, person X gave us
No.
money. That's a shout out."
No, I
We-
mean,
All right.
But folks.
Well, you know who you are, and they're watching right now. That's the end of it. Mum's word after that.
Yep.
Okay.
But folks,
they're
we
watching right
are. Hi, Amy Adams.
Hi, Amy Adams.
You missed the ham spinning.
Yeah.
We didn't have it spinning. And somebody
Goldie
else,
snatched
somebody
the
stole your bacon
points right out from under your nose.
There's a game called Steal the Bacon that we used to play in Royal Ambassadors. I don't know if you know what Royal Ambassadors are, but it's basically
the place where they have bacon.
it's basically Boy Scouts for the Baptist Church, and that's about as weird as it sounds.
Yeah.
Anyway, we used to play a game called Steal the Bacon.
Just so long as you weren't playing hide the sausage.
Until somebody found Playboy magazine in the music director's office, and then
then you
sort
were
of
playing
became
Steal the Playboy magazine.
Well, no, I think it was called Fire the Music Director. Get the deacons all together. This was not part of Royal Ambassadors. This was just part of the
So somebody was playing
the
hide
drama
the sausage.
of the church. I don't think they were playing hide the sausage as much as they were just fondling the sausage in their office, as one does when you're employed by a small rural church.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea where I'm going with that.
Hey, back to y'all calling in and leaving messages. If your name ain't George, if you ain't swearing, if you ain't committing libel or slander, whichever one's spoken, and you're not hurting anybody's feelings, we will play that message on the stream.
Yes.
In its entirety. Entirety to be defined by me and my editing finger.
And for the one person who
Why did you take my camera?
has, because I miss hit. And for the one person who has joined us as a patron on Patreon, please send us the message that you would like Cole and or I, or both of us, to read and or recite and or perform.
Yeah, I
we
want
will
to do
that,
a dramatic recitation.
And we'll do that on a
whoever
stream.
That might be his message.
We'll do that on a stream of your choice. So in case you've got travel plans or something like that, you're not going to be around, on one of our streams. We will schedule it when you're going to be on the stream. So that
We can do it multiple streams.
We can do it.
We can just open the stream with that.
You're our only patron on. I almost said patronage. That might be a better patronage. You're our only patron on Patreon, so we'll read a message of yours on every stream. Speaking of Patreon, folks, we are we're trying to defray the costs of streaming a little bit. So if you'd like to join us on Patreon, we have a couple of different things that we offer. If you also don't want to do those, you can scroll down and you can just give us $1 a month. And I said it's to help us defray the cost of streaming. And I know you're probably sitting there saying, "Well, what about my costs for watching this stream?"
Yeah,
it's exactly
emotional
a toll.
cost, emotional tolls.
Watching this stream, holy shit, does it exact a toll on my soul and my well-being? Well, if you like that kind of torment.
Where are you going with this, Ed?
I was trying to be.
Hey, stingy pussies out there! Open up your wallet.
Stingy pussies.
Open up your wallet.
I wasn't going to go that far.
You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna make a. This is my solemn oath to you. Here. You want this one? Hey, I'm gonna make. How come they're both on? Now I'm confused. Where am I going? Here we go. Hey, this is my solemn oath to y'all out there in internet time. Okay, if we don't get one person for every show clicking that, it's not $1,000 button, it's the whatever, $1, whatever you want to give, right? If we don't get one,
you can't hold them hostage.
You can't don't tell me what I can't do. Hey, I ain't holding nobody hostage because this is gonna work both ways. Hey, we don't get one every show. I'm gonna start having Cole Screaming Eagle Wilson's Messages from God. It's gonna be 5 minutes of me doing my Baptist minister. What was that guy's name? Benny Hinn impersonation. You know what I mean? And that it can be entertaining, but it's also you want to talk about hard on your soul, all right? And I, I'm gonna really give it to you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna sweat. I'm gonna get all James Baker on you. I'm gonna wear my big glasses. You know what I mean? Ed's he's gonna do his hair up all purple, and he's gonna put makeup on.
You're describing something that they're gonna want to see.
Hey, that's what I said. It's a double-edged sword. You know what I mean, Ed? So,
right.
But hey, and guess what? If we do get a subscription to Patronizer every show, well then I'm gonna do the same thing. It's gonna be 20 minutes long. So bear that in mind, y'all. I'm done.
But you're done?
I'm done,
All
Ed.
Right. I got too many buttons over here to push now.
Yeah, I know. Making it complicated.
So I put the link there out there for you.
That's that
so,
link. Y'all been warned.
We'd appreciate the help and the stuff that we the shout outs. We'll perform them.
Hell yeah.
We'll do them in costume and whatnot. And if you are someone who's just sort of like, well, I'm going to see what in the hell $129.99 gets me. You might be absolutely shocked at what it gets you because
it gets you physical stuff.
Well, it gets you physical stuff, and if nobody subscribes to it, I'm just going to go to the dump. I'm going to go to the dump with it.
I thought you meant you're going to go to the dump to get stuff.
No. I'm going to get rid of all kinds of expensive stuff. Actually, if the first person that donates $129 is going to get an absolute work of art.
That's about a menage a trois there. What's his name? Dale Kenny Calsoda.
And notice I didn't say you're going to get this absolute work of art. No, you would get this one.
Where's you still have the Conquistador back there somewhere?
I do have the Conquistador.
Is he up for grabs?
The Conquistador is over there. He is up for grabs, assuming that the active investigation on the theft of that portrait from the Multnomah County Public Library is not an active case.
I bought that at a thrift store.
It's still got property of Multnomah County Public Library on the back of it.
Yeah, we'll take that up with Goodwill. Or the Salvation Army, I think it was.
Folks, it's Thursday night.
Sure is.
Yep. All damn night.
It's on your list, Ed.
I don't have... Oh, let's see. Web series, live streams, variety shows, and make-em-ups. That was something I was...
The hell's a make-em-up?
Just a little something that we make up when we do it. Let's see. Yep. Thursday night. Where are you going?
I ain't going nowhere. I'm stretching my back.
Turning your back like you're trying to escape. It's now 71 degrees. I think I can take this.
I think I can turn the fireplace off,
yeah.
too.
Oh, if we forgot to turn it off. I'm just going to button this button so nobody, so I don't blow out the camera. I don't know what that means. So, folks, what's going on?
Hey, don't you do that, Ed. You want to do that every week.
What's going on?
Y'all tuned in here to watch us, but we're falling down on the job, so why don't you do our job? Of course, we ain't getting paid for it, except for one Patreon. Thank you very much, and you'll be outed here pretty soon. But hey, we ain't doing our job, so why don't you do it for us? No, Ed. If you can't think of nothing witty or informative to say, then dance a little jig or don't sing a song, please. But do something. Put on a stupid hat or
get Cole to take his shirt off for proof of live.
No, I put on my winter weight. Okay, hold on. Hey, how about that? Now I got my Tillamook
Bay Run.
Bay Run. That's that 10K I ran last summer.
Oh, it's not. It's not a side effect of having some
Tillamook Bay Run
3-day-old clam chowder.
Yeah, if you eat too much squeaky cheese from the Tillamook cheese factory, then you get the Tillamook Bay Runs.
The only time I've ever had an opportunity to go to the Tillamook cheese factory, they were on strike. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, there might be a reason to cross a picket line in your life. But just to get a tour of a cheese factory...
Oh, man, it ain't just a tour anymore.
It's probably not a reason to cross a picket line.
You can get cut-off ends of really good cheese, and they put them together in a pack, and you get it for like a third the price of the regular cheese.
So when somebody asks who cut the cheese, you say, oh, it's Daryl.
It's Daryl. You see the one with the sign out there saying, hey, we want health insurance? He's the one that cut the cheese, and that's why he needs health insurance. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
TBI.
What's TBI? Traumatic brain injury?
Yeah, what am I thinking of?
I don't know. TMI?
TMI's too much information. What's the lockjaw one?
That's TMJ.
TMJ.
Not to be confused with TMZ.
What's
Bring it.
IBS. That's what I'm thinking
IBS.
of. Hey, come on now.
Still counts. Randy Knickers. I don't understand the reference there.
Me taking my shirt off, I think.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, we haven't been doing proof of live, mostly because I just got tired of spending money on the New York Times.
Well, and nobody believes that we would record this.
Right.
Right?
Well, that's the reason. No, that's the reason we would do proof of live, is because people would be like, "There's no way in hell you guys are doing this live," because
so polished.
The high production values.
Yeah.
When you drop a title like this,
He just dropped a title.
Yeah.
You see that? Woo!
I'm sorry. That's a lower third. Let's be professional.
Lower turd. It was a turd.
So yeah.
Turd.
By the way, Mixtifer, you may have missed it. You can call the Burnham hotline 971-242-4035 for all the latest information on what's going on here in the shed and my life and Cole's life, and you can leave us a message. And if it's suitably inappropriate, we'll
and your name ain't George.
And your name's not George. That's a long story there, but you cannot be named George. And leave
it's not a very long story. There's a guy.
Well, you can leave a message.
Wronged me terribly, and his name was George, and I never forgave him, nor any of his George-esque ilk.
I would like to bring attention to tonight's sponsor, DAC Celebrity Canned Ham.
That's the finest canned ham Denmark has to offer.
It is the finest canned ham Denmark has to offer. It might be the only canned ham Denmark has to offer. And
we're now both paid to say that.
And it's called the electrolytic ham because it's great. If your electrolytes are out of balance, just eat a DAC Celebrity Canned Ham.
And make sure and spoon up the slurry that it comes in.
Yeah, get that gelatin up in your, get that medicine up in you.
It's briny.
That's what I like to tell my wife on Saturday night. Let's get this medicine up in you. I don't know what that means.
All right, let's let's just take some mouthwash and drill a hole in our skull and dump it in there and swish it around and just purge that memory right out. Okay.
And then let's have a clean mental palate for, hey honey, you get that medicine up in you. I don't know.
No, we
the phrase "up in you."
We destroyed that neural connection.
It's fun to say.
You're powerless against us.
You get them vegetables up in you. You get that gumption up in you. I was texting with Goldie on her stream earlier today. My words are just gone. About how you and I used to do that. I tell you what segment, and then we haven't done that. I think we did. Well, we used to do this thing. I think for like a stream and a half, and then it just in my mind, it's sort of like that. That's a recurring bit that should happen.
Is that when somebody watching said in chat? So this is what happened to the cast of King of the Hill, because that would do it. I'll tell you what.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Some observant person out there on the internet said on the chat, typed with their fingers or maybe with their nose if they were finger impaired. Hey, so this is what happened to the cast of King of the Hill.
Oh, right, in reference to us.
Yay!
Which would be like what happened to the other half of the cast? Are they die? Are they in prison?
I mean, obviously, you look like Colin Supernussenphone, and I look like his daughter, Colin Jr. Okay. But yeah, what happened to the Hillbillies? Supernussenphone, yeah, that's it. Probably. I don't know. Colin Supernussenphone! That's what his wife used to say when he was getting out of line. He's out there drinking with the Hillbillies.
Hi, Less Than Greg. How are you?
That was a good show, man. And he had that fat little son who didn't want to dance with the girl he had a crush on, so he ate so much potted meat that he gave himself gout. And then he just kept eating the potted meat so he'd have gout so he wouldn't have to dance.
Based on somebody's life experience, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, no, hey, when I hurt my knee, I went into the Rena doctor at
Thank you, Less Than Greg.
Zoom Care, and he says, hey, is it, it's swollen a little bit, but is it red? And I said, no, it ain't been red, and ain't been, itching or nothing. And he says, okay, we can rule out gout. I said, I don't have gout, clearly. And then I said, hey, well, by the way, what is gout? It's an accumulation of some kind of salt-like particles from eating too much red meat, I guess.
And you can get it from just eating potted meat overnight.
According to King of the Hill,
if you want gout overnight,
he ate a lot of it.
Surprisingly enough, if you ate a whole DAC Celebrity canned ham, you would not get gout. It's the anti-gout canned ham.
Well, it's anti-gout until you get to 4.
That's what makes it Danish.
4 in any 24-hour period will actually increase your gout risk.
I see.
But 3.5 zero risk gout. In fact, you can cure gout with that little amount of ham. But if you go over the limit.
Richard Stone, thank you very much for the compliment. Less Than Greg, thank you very much for hosting. I don't think I know either one of you, but
hey, welcome
to the stream. And if I do know both of you, I apologize for not recognizing the names immediately. And if there's something like where you're sort of like, well, you should probably know me, but you owe me money, or I owe you money, and it's just awkward. Just...
Hey, they both just left.
Okay.
No, I was just pulling your leg. But, yeah,
we love embracing new people and just making it real awkward.
Whether he knows you or he doesn't know you, we are going to apologize for what you're about to experience and watch. So,
especially things like Randy Knickers posting on Facebook, uric acid in your feet.
What?
It's what gout is.
Oh, hey, that's science. Why would you apologize for that?
I think your body can't get rid of uric acid.
Yeah.
Because
it's not just your feet, though. It's all joints.
Yep.
I think it's mostly leg joints. I think it's joints at the bottom of your corpus comprendez-vous.
Where you do all your thinking in your lower body.
Mm-hmm.
On a Saturday night, anyway.
Yeah, when I hurt my knee, I forgot how to drive a car. Uric acid.
You forgot how to drive a car?
Yeah, because I do all my thinking in the bottom of my body. Hey, I'm trying to yes and you there, Ed.
Yeah. But we're both shitty at improv.
Is that what improv is? Oh no, maybe it's time for an LRon Hubbard. You got your phone?
An LRon Hubbard?
That's what you learned in your improv class.
I have no idea what you're talking. My executive desk phone is out of the shot.
Hold on, Ed. I gotta make a call here. You got the technology set up?
Well,
there? I'm just gonna keep dialing.
No, I do not have the. We're making fake telephone calls to one another split screen set up. If you like,
it's called an LRon Hubbard.
Hang on, talk to the operator for a second.
Hold on, hey, Jersey Jerry here. Hey, is this the operator? Yeah, I want to talk to Terry Tucson, my good buddy on the other side of the table, other side of the split screen. What? No, you're having a hard time finding him in the directory? Well, what do you... Terry
Drag
Tucson.
It out. Keep dragging it out.
Terry Tucson. Vamp. That's what that's called. Terry Tucson. You want me to spell it for you? T-E-R-E-T-U-Son. No, he is not Vietnamese. Terry Tucson. He's in Tucson. His name's Terry. Oh, you're going to connect me right now. Okay. Hold on. Wait. You can't connect me because he's dialing his phone? Hold on. Maybe he'll hang up and let you make the connection here. Oh, hold on. Sorry. I got to let you go. I got an incoming call. Hey, it's Jersey Jerry here. How's it going?
Hey, this is Terry Tucson. I'm just calling to let you know the phones on a mixer stream know how to negotiate a handshake regardless of who's actually doing the dialing.
All right. You lost me. But I was just trying to get a hold of you because I've got a story that I need someone to finish. Okay?
You need to lean further to your right so that you're out of the shot. So it looks like we're calling from two separate things. Now oh.
Who's right?
Here, you.
Hello.
Hello.
Yep. Hey, that was a good one. That was the best one yet, Ed.
Yeah, that was the best fake phone call we've had.
Yeah, that was. So Ed comes. Hey, give me my camera now.
Hang on.
All right. Well,
hang on.
So Ed comes to me.
There you go.
Ed goes to the local improv comedy cult theater. Where everybody gets together and they're not too sure of themselves, but there's one, charismatic leader who kind of leads them all into, this, they kind of start their own, what do they call that? Rajneesh Puram over there. Anyway, so Ed goes over there and he says, hey, I want to join up in your cult here. How much do I pay? They said, $10,000. All right, here's my checkbook. And he takes a couple of them classes, and he comes back and he says, hey, Colt, we've been doing this stream thing, and we just been sitting around talking about, that fence you're putting up, and that when that guy dumped all that concrete on my porch. But that ain't what people want. They want improvised comedy. And he says, I learned this new technique. It's called an LRon Hubbard. But it wasn't LRon Hubbard. It was the guy that invented it, but it's for, lack of a better word. He said, we're going to do an LRon Hubbard, and that's where, somebody calls somebody else up, and they completely forget what kind of premise or anything they want to talk about, and then they both just kind of talk, and then just hang up the phone and then talk about how good it was. So, yeah. So I think we're nailing it. You know what I mean? And I said, Ed, that doesn't sound like much of anything interesting or funny, but I think we can do it. I mean, clearly. And so we've been knocking them out of the park. Ed found these phones in an antique store at the beach. And yeah, we've been LRon Hubbarding it up. But we haven't done it for the last few streams. I'm done now. The hell are you laughing at?
Oh, no, I saw something funny. Just, hi, Emily High Kicks Newton.
Hey, I know who that is. How you doing?
She called us idiots in all caps.
What? I must not be the person.
She knows us well.
Is she on Facebook or Smixer?
She is on Facebook, I think. If I see the icons correctly, she's on Facebook.
How come it doesn't say idiots over here?
That's interesting. That's interesting. I say like it's actually interesting.
Not even sort of. All right.
No, I saw. No, here. Idiots. and then it doesn't.
Oh, she got an accent.
And then it doesn't hit the aggregated chat. That's weird. You know, Restream, when somebody calls me an idiot, I don't care what platform they're watching us on. I want it to be aggregated so that I know I'm being called an idiot.
Aggregate. Hey, internet, aggregate. Come, there's an idiot over here, and there's an idiot over here and an idiot over here, but they're text-wise, they ain't showing up on both screens.
Also, there's something also about the phrase, is it pulling or doing an LRon Hubbard? We're gonna pull an LRon Hubbard.
I think we pull. If it's preconceived, we're going to do an LRon Hubbard. But if you just ring, oh crap, I got to get my phone, and then it works out. You know, we manage to talk and then forget our premise and then just bail out and hang up and then talk about how good it was.
Yeah.
Then we pulled. You know what I mean? We pulled one out of the fire. We pulled an LRon Hubbard. Because like you can pull a Rockford.
Do you remember that game show? Remember that game show? So You Think You're an Operating Thetan 3? It was like So You Think You Can Dance.
Yeah, but it was.
But it was like So You Think You're an Operating Thetan 3.
What's Thetan 3?
It's just a level of the scientific church. It's a layer. It's a level of accomplishment in LRon Hubbard's scientific church. No, Church of Scientology. There's different levels.
Mm-hmm.
That Leah Remini, that documentary that she did on the Church of Scientology is pretty engaging. Mm-hmm. So, you think you're your own religion too? Hi, David.
Hi, David.
Thanks for joining. So, what else we got? You were in Walla Walla. So, I have to apologize to folks. I thought I was going to be doing this stream alone tonight. And I even told a few people that I'm not gonna. I gotta do the stream alone because Cole's not gonna be here. But it was a short trip.
2 days, and I was back.
Tell us about Walla Walla, Washington.
It's cold.
Without that whole racist Native American thing you experienced.
That's the only thing I got to tell. That's the only thing that happened.
All right, so that was your trip to Walla Walla. What else we got?
It was cold. It snowed. It has one exceptionally beautiful building, except for the second floor and the walls. But lots of wood, the big old growth, beams and stuff. Big, beautiful bar. But I came back on the Washington side of the gorge, east of Biggs, right? Which I never drove over there before. So between the Nary Dam, Umatilla, Power City. Then you head on Highway 14 all the way past Boardman, and then you come back across at Biggs, and it's been snowing out there. And I usually avoid the gorge like the plague when it's been snowing because it's it's treacherous, right? But from the north side of the river, the Oregon side, which is the better side, the Oregon side had still had a lot of snow, and something about because when there's no snow on it, the gorge, the actual geography of it kind of blends a little bit with the sky and the water, so you miss out on the scale a little bit.
Goldendale, DDS?
Goldendale, hell yeah, Goldendale.
Somebody knows their Washington geography.
Yeah, this is just about due south of Yakima. Come on. Am I saying that right, DeeDee? Anyway, yeah, because it was snowy, it kind of set it apart, and you really got a sense of the scale. It's huge, beautiful. It was a beautiful drive, and I got stuck behind this big rig, so I was going 40 miles an hour the whole way, so I had plenty of time to look around. Beautiful drive. It's one of those things where, you know, and this happened to me once flying over the Rocky Mountains, and we come through some kind of cloud thing, development, right? It's this big, almost looked like a mushroom cloud, but weird. And it was just something so dynamic and unique about it that my first thought was, when I die, I'm going to see this. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't a significant event, but you know, when your brain's going through, you know, defragging the hard drive right before it shuts down, this is one of the things I'm going to see. I think looking from the Washington side onto those big mountain, and then you got the big wind turbines sticking out of them too. It was so huge. You know what I mean? Mammoth. It was humbling. And I'm going to see that when I die, I think. Maybe.
Hey, what's the hops?
Until I forget about
Thanks
it.
for joining. Thanks for the host. I don't quite know how to frame. Cole experienced something in Walla Walla that it's. I don't think we can talk about it. We have to talk about how we're going to talk about it. I think.
It's not that sensitive. There was some art hanging somewhere.
Art.
Yeah, that was.
All right.
It was just like it wasn't. Yeah, it was offensive, and I'm not an offended person. You know what I mean? I'm not a sensitive person. It's easy for me to not be sensitive because I'm a middle-aged white dude, right? But even me, you know, looking at this stuff, I was thinking, hey, you know, if I had grown up with that kind of attitude towards me and people that looked like me and my family, this would really hurt me. And I was thinking, why would you have this all over the walls?
How many
people.
were these were paintings, correct?
Yeah, they're
How many paintings were there?
about 30 maybe.
So
all the same, and
Yeah.
it wasn't. I mean, okay. So aside from whatever, you know, social, political, emotional, blah blah blah, it was just bad art.
What's the name of the hotel?
I don't know if we want Marcus Whitman.
Okay. I'm just going to see if they have any of this artwork on the MI. Yeah, I'm not. I didn't mean to shut you up.
No, I shut myself up. Whoa, holy cow, they got a video on there. It's a beautiful hotel, don't get me wrong. Beautiful hotel, service is wonderful. Rooms are beautiful. It's this old, you know, circa found into the town. I can't remember. It's places, you know, before the turn of the century, last century. But yeah, they have an art museum on the second floor, which is basically just all the halls in that floor have paintings by the same artist. And they're just like, whatever. If there are 30 paintings, they're all these historical tableaus, and if there are 30 of them, 20 of them are savage Injuns murdering God-fearing whites, basically, right? And there's even one of those savages getting hung. Yeah, because those innocent peace-loving settlers finally got that red devil, strung him up. Anyways,
So I don't see.
yeah, they're not going to advertise.
I don't see
All by the same artist.
So, but this was described to you as a museum, right?
That's what it says on the placard by the elevator.
Okay.
Nobody described anything to me. I just saw it and said, "Hey, they got an art museum here. How come nobody ever said anything?"
I'm still trying to see if there's just an example of it.
I can't remember the artist's name. It's all the same guy, Barry something.
Of course, his name would be Barry.
I think it was Barry. I don't remember. Anyways, moving on. Walla Walla's a beautiful town.
Barry Shitkicker.
Yeah.
.com.
Walla Walla's a beautiful town. Marcus Whitman is a wonderful hotel. Can't recommend it highly enough. Just stay off the second floor. Nope, that's not it.
That's not it.
No, that's the lobby. What the hell is that? Those are actually good. I like those.
It's a weird.
Oh, no, this is one of they have events there, corporate events. It's one of the event rooms.
Anyway,
Doesn't matter.
that awaits you in Walla Walla should you decide to go.
Walla Walla's a beautiful town. Like the downtown is beautiful.
It looked beautiful.
Yeah, it's a high desert kind of. I guess it's not desert. It's an agricultural town.
I'm
Walla
still
Valley. You ain't gonna find it, Ed. It looked like a pretty recent installation.
guest
actually.
amenities.
Great bacon. Oh, all you can eat in the breakfast buffet. Bacon.
I don't think you're lying about that.
No, I ain't lying about that. Although I'm not a bacon file. like some of these people who are, oh my God, did you hear they have bacon? And you can eat as much as you want. You can take some with you if you want. Hey, great. Bacon. All right, Ed,
I'm still trying to find if there's any kind of reference to it.
you're sucking the guts right out of your content here. It's a nice drive up there, too.
I like how they call it the second floor ballroom, the Renaissance Ballroom.
I didn't go in the ballroom. I went in some of them. And I ain't lying, man. It's a beautiful hotel. I walked around the first floor in the bar and the restaurant. It's all beautiful. High, not timber frame, but big beams, exposed beams, and lots of wainscoting. You know what I mean? And wallpaper everywhere. Probably haunted too, I would imagine. As old and as tall it is.
Haunted by a bunch of bad decisions.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to stop looking.
Yeah, moving on.
For evidence of that shitbaggery. Mic check. Is it time for our final round of hams? You know, folks, we'll drink whiskey that's $30 a pour. But then we'll turn around and we'll drink hams.
I had some 12-year Lafroig at Marcus with it was,
That's Scottish for the frog, right?
No, it's French for the Froig. And single malt, not blended stuff. It tasted what?
Amy Adams says, Cole better stick with the celebrity canned ham endorsement because I don't think he'll get one from the hotel.
I tried to let it go. Ed's the one who kept going with it. Whatever. It's cheap, too. I was there one night with taxes and everything. It's like 120 or 30 bucks, 40 bucks, something like that. It's good. Yeah, Lafroig. Now, so I had a 12.
Hi, Lady Wani. Sorry, Mr.
And it tasted different than any Lafroig I ever had.
Yeah.
It was spicy.
Because it was somebody poured Jim Beam into the bottle?
No. I think somebody poured some liquid smoke into it. And Lafroig is already smoky and peaty. You know what I mean? It's Islay Island. So, but this one was like, woo, that's spicy.
I shouted it out and I talked over him, but Lady Wani, thanks for joining us. It's the beer refreshing. As if you've joined us late, Cole and I have agreed that the tagline for Ham's beer should be the bouquet of a campsite, the taste of a fishing trip.
Mm-hmm.
Hams.
Cheers. I think it's Hams.
And neither of those are meant as disparaging comments.
No, hell no. Land of Sky Blue Waters. Yeah, this Hams is the one that used to have that animated bear on the commercial. You remember that?
I'm going to find it out right now.
The Land of Sky Blue Waters, Hams. I don't know if I have the song quite right there, but yeah. Land of Sky Blue Waters. Hey, there he is. Let her rip.
Let me get this. Right. Let me get this queued up here.
The Land of Sky Blue Waters.
Whoop. Let me make sure we got.
Pump up the jam, Ed.
Here. Let's go full screen on this.
Take it.
Our professional mixing ability here.
Yeah, it's probably gonna.
Let me get rid of that title.
Too much internet.
On the land of sky blue waters.
Oh man, talk about cultural appropriation! I forgot it was an Native American song.
Pour an ice cold Hams and treat yourself to the premium beer from the land of sky blue waters. Great tasting Hams.
Yeah, I forgot about that part. Hams. Hey, 10 famous funny commercials.
You've joined us for the cultural appropriation stream.
Yeah, this one isn't as bad as some. Like those paintings on the second floor of that hotel.
Okay, now we got to pre-screen all the videos that we do.
Hey, look for that the Rainier beer motorcycle ad. Now I know that one's okay. Where it's like Rainier
Are you sure?
beer.
I think you just did the commercial.
Yeah, but they got to see it too.
My favorite beer commercials are the ones that Liberace used to do for.
Hey, yeah.
I can't remember.
He sang it. It was Blatz.
Was it Blatz?
Blatz beer.
I should pull that up and
Yeah.
just do that.
Well, you got to play the Rainier Beer one first. This is all the Northwesterners are going to know this one. Rainier Beer. DeeDee.
All right.
DeeDee.
Pause.
Make it bigger. I can't
Full
see
screen.
it. Take
Let me
the camera.
switch over here.
It's taking forever. Now play it. Is it turned up? Pretty clever, huh, Ed? And that's Mount Rainier. Or St. Helens before it blew its top. I can't remember.
I would hope that would be Mount Rainier.
Yeah, one would hope so. Best beer commercial advertisement ever.
No.
Pure Blanc. Wait,
No.
Hey, there's what's his name? John Cleese.
Yeah.
Welcome to the stream where we fall into YouTube vortices and never get out.
I love Paul Orson Welles for Paul Masson. It's just
Oh,
wonderful.
yeah.
It is the most. The thing I like most about those Orson Welles Paul Masson commercials are the poor two actors that have to sit at the table with him and just
Take it.
take it. If you don't know what we're talking about, Google Orson Welles Paul Masson. You'll see a man at the end of his career, at the end of his rope, at the end of his sobriety, still trying to make a buck. He was, yeah. Still, if you're going to get drunk with somebody, I would get drunk with Orson Welles.
Once.
You know,
Because he might be dead by the end of that. That guy seemed like he was an annoying drunk.
I thought you were saying.
Speaking as an annoying
I thought
drunk.
you were saying reindeer beer.
Reindeer beer.
Beer.
Yeah, you don't got to shift to reindeer, so that wouldn't make sense.
So while we're doing, something that Cole once said to me, this is probably going back 8 months ago, was that Errol Morris directed a bunch of
Oh yeah, High Life
beer
ads.
commercials.
The High Life.
And
Now we live in the High Life.
I immediately shut him down. I was like, "There's no way Errol Morris directed a bunch of beer commercials," and he directed like 30 of them.
Yeah, okay, y'all.
I don't know why I'm yelling.
This is something that hadn't come up. Maybe Ed's been behaving himself, but our longtime viewers, this is, I checked, this is number 41, right? So if you were a viewer, back in the 20s or teens, you'll remember that I was constantly...
You all right there?
I'm all right. I'm focusing myself.
I thought you had me worried for a second.
I got some rhetoric to spew
All right.
here, Ed.
Do you need-
I want
do
to
you-
make,
do you need
I want to
your
make sure
camera?
my gullet's in the right place. Yeah, give You muted us.
Nope, we're coming back.
Hey, I can. Cole's lips are saying kiss us. What? That's not what I'm saying. Unless y'all are outside the shed.
Let's see. We're coming back. I think
LOL.
we're back.
We've been had.
I think we're back.
Last of the Lady Juanitas. Can you hear me talking now? You remember that band? The Portland band. Last of the Juntas?
No.
Last of the Juanitas. And they also, same people did one called Cosmic something. Cosmic.
So yeah, I don't know.
Can you hear us all out there?
I think they can hear us. I have no idea what happens. Sometime at the 105 to 115 mark, we just spontaneously drop audio.
Yay, it's back. Hey, we dropped audio. Sometimes we've got to drop audio. You know what I mean?
We were
listening.
We were doing a little.
Just about the classiest character we've ever had on this here show.
Should I try and scoot us forward?
Yeah, he's going to do this for a little bit. Yeah, that's the where's
Chopsticks, I love it.
That was the where's the beef theme. Beef, it's what's for dinner.
Thank you. That's for you, Mom.
There's a part of that I don't think I've ever heard before. It gets really dark and gloomy there for just
It
a
does.
span
It's a minor.
What was I doing with my hands there?
Version for all of the music.
Playing
theorists
air
out
piano?
there.
It's brief. It feels weighty. It feels deserved in that piece.
Certainly.
I love it.
Sir, thank you so much.
And cheers.
It was so much fun to share that with all of you.
Speaking of sharing things,
You know, I enjoy hitting my nose with this thing.
would you like some whiskey?
Some whiskey?
Yes. I think Cole can handle that. Or is that a clean glass? Oh, I think
Clean
we're on
glass.
Oh, it's the favorite thing we always.
Is that a clean glass? No, there are
That
none.
was not. This is the Liberace that does the Liberace and Liza live. They didn't give us any money for it, but this is House Spirits Distillery's Westward whiskey.
By the way, that's the best way to get somebody to give you money for something.
Just to say they didn't
Use
give
this
us
stuff.
any money.
Hey, those JOs didn't give us any money for this, but we're going to
All right, I'll try.
throw them a bone anyways.
Mom, close your eyes.
All right. One piece of business.
Oh, was that good?
All right, I'm going to try and find this. I apologize.
No, I think you're getting right there to
We
it.
might have to
Oh, no, yeah, you got it.
Certainly
It's right at
get
the
to it.
end.
I'm giving him this gift.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Is Bailey's? I'd have.
He
to
does have a pretty good understanding of that work of art,
there's something.
which, hey, y'all out there, you
Come
can't see me,
down
but I'm
to
pointing
a-
right at you. You go back and watch this episode because there's a lot of gold
Well,
in
it's
there.
my
You know
closer.
what I mean?
It's my theme song, so it's kind of the perfect.
We're getting sort of the bookends of everything here.
Absolutely.
Just,
would you like to hear?
I would love to hear it.
And you can talk, and you can say whatever you need to do over. Because I'm going to be singing.
Okay.
It could be. We might be having a Margaret Hildy moment.
Hey, that's a callback to that painting, y'all. You got to watch the episode if you want to get that one.
I'll be seeing you.
No, it's not it.
No, you.
In all
I think you,
the old
dropped the ball
familiar
here.
places
It might be after this.
that this heart of mine.
All right, I'll get that figured out for the anniversary stream. But Liberace sings the Labatt's,
No,
not Labatt's,
Blatz.
Blatz
Blatz beer. Or is it Schlitz?
I don't know. I think it's Blatz.
I think it's Blatz.
Liberace
Blatz
was
beer.
a paid endorser for Blatz beer.
Well, because he's from Milwaukee, right?
He is,
Yeah.
I believe.
He's a Wisconsinite.
Let's see if we can get the original commercial. Blatz beer, Liberace.
Liberace.
So yeah, that is the Liberace from Liberace and Liza Live. It's two people that we know who...
Yeah, we know... Well, I don't know Liza that well, but I know Liberace. I've hung out with him a couple times. He's a smart guy.
So that
Good
guy's a
piano
good friend of
player,
mine.
too.
He's one of two, I will say, endorsed Liberace performers, endorsed by Liberace's
Himself?
estate. And actually, Bo Ayers, who was Liberace's last
Wait a minute, how come he has an estate?
musical director.
I thought that's what you had after you're dead.
It's sort of a layered reality, Cole. I'll explain it to you later.
All right.
Bo Ayers, who was Liberace's last musical director, is
Well, he could have another musical director. I mean, I
is this
asked him if he wanted
Liberace's
a musical
director
but
in real life. But I will figure out where that thing is, and I'll pull it as a clip. Liberace, Blatz. Hey, can you guys hear me hitting the keyboards?
no, I'm not sure it's Blatz. Is it Blatz?
It does look like it's Blatz.
All right. Videos.
Let's see. A visit to the Liberace Foundation.
No.
It doesn't look like... Ooh. Doesn't look like there is one that I would
can't remember the words
trust.
now either. Blatz beer for something. Blatz beer. If you don't want to get the shats, go ahead and drink a Blatz. I think that's it.
If you don't want to get the shits, don't
The
drink
shats.
Schlitz.
The shats.
The shats.
No, he says, hey, if you don't want to get the shats, go ahead and enjoy a Blatz. If you want to get the shits, then you're gonna drink a Schlitz. I think that was it. Only there's more piano playing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and bigger hair. You know,
Pull it up here. I should probably try and get Liberace on the anniversary stream.
Yeah, we got 12 hours to kill.
Yeah, the problem with the anniversary stream is that I actually haven't told my wife about this idea that we have of streaming for 12
all right.
hours.
So pencil it in on your calendars,
and
folks.
and
Don't
having-
use ink. You know what I mean?
She's fine with you and I being here for 12 hours. It's when I
It's when you start bringing in actual talented performers that she's like,
animals,
hey, no.
The barnyard animals. The
You calling
extra
Liberace
talent.
a pig?
No, not at all.
What are you talking about? You actually going to bring in
Well, we have the
swine?
petting. We get the big Ed Burnham petting zoo out back.
Yeah, who's gonna shag our bocce balls for us? We got to get. That's what the lamb does.
What?
Wait, we throw the jack
shear.
ball. Shag. Throw the jack ball. You throw your bocce balls. Now, either we walk over there like a couple of dumb cavemen and pick them up, or we get a domesticated, trained animal to do it for us. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm gonna work smarter, not harder. You understand?
Roger Adams also says Liberace also wrote a cookbook. One of the reasons why I had Liberace on the stream was I don't know if this was in Santa Monica or somewhere else in the Los Angeles area, but Liberace actually had I don't know if he called it an antique store.
Oh yeah,
or
where
a vintage store.
He sold all the junk from his house.
He basically had a store where you could go in and just buy stuff that Liberace owned, and apparently Liberace would go in there and then he would be like, "Oh no, I can't sell this. No, I can't. Can you have can you have somebody take this down to the Palm Springs house or whatever." But anyway,
that's where that painting that you gave Liberace's going. He said he's taking it to Palm Springs house and he can put it right over the commode.
Yep.
He said that's gonna class up the turlet there.
Let's see. Let's see if I think everybody on Facebook came back as well as the folks on Mixer as well. And I think. Gotcha. You thought we were buffering. Anyway, that's a stupid joke to make. All right, folks. I think we're going to call it at that. Join me Sunday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for Barnum Book Club. I believe we are on Chapter 7 of Watchmen. And
hey, when you start a new book, let me know because I want to read it and I want to come to the book club and I'm going to show him up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, basically, the book club for the most part at the moment is me just taking a big shit on Alan Moore. But because that's just what I've been doing.
He's the guy who wrote the book, not a co-host that you bring on Sundays.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Alan Moore is not going to be live streaming anything. Although, if you want to see an unhinged...
What, is he Roger Moore's brother or something?
No, I'll tell you more about Alan Moore. So anyway, Sunday, Barnum Book Club. Cole and I will be here next Thursday as well. April, there's some dates that we won't be here, but we'll figure that out and we'll let you know. I'll put links up on Discord.
Hey, yeah, end of April, 26th, 25th. I can't do it.
All right.
So y'all
We'll figure that out.
Bother tuning in there.
All right, folks.
Hey.
I'm Big Ed Burnham.
I'm Cole, Screaming Eagle Wilson.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we crushed it.
Yeah, it was sort of like we've never
simpatico.
Really,
You know what I mean? That was
sort of,
serendipity. Like, you remember that big purple dinosaur? It was a sea monster. Serendipity.
So hang on.
The kid